you can chat, you can ask questions wherever you're at. Please feel free to join in and add some stuff to it. So again, welcome to our little chat and our little hangout tonight. My name is Katie Glasgow, and I'm a Blue Diamond Wellness Advocate with doTERRA. I have been using doTERRA in my home full-time for about 7 years now. I've had it in my home for a little bit longer than that, but I didn't really know what to do with it, and I wasn't really using it to its fullest potential, which may be you tonight as you're joining us live. It might sound familiar to you. And so tonight I want to really dive into vitality, because 7 years ago when we decided to go full-time with doTERRA in our lives, I thought we were in great health. I thought we had it all. I thought we were managing stress. I thought we were eating right. I thought all of these things. And then I decided to take the 30-day challenge with Lifelong Vitality. And at that time, I'm going to admit something to you guys today, is I actually took that challenge not because I thought I needed extra vitality, but because I was a stay-at-home mom, and I had worked in corporate America, but I didn't like doing that and leaving my baby at daycare all day. And because of different circumstances, I was hanging out at home, and I really didn't like that either. And I wanted to start to maybe explore what it looks like to do something with oils. I had had a few great oil experiences, and I knew they were out there. I knew that there was something to them, and I knew there was this opportunity. And so I have a background in business, and my business brain was saying to myself, if you want to be part of this company, and if you want to create income with this company, you have to be 100% behind the number one selling product, which was this box of Lifelong Vitality. And so that's why I took the challenge, is because I wanted to make sure I liked that product. And as I started to see the changes in myself and others that were using the Lifelong Vitality, I started to realize that I was lacking some vitality. And it wasn't that I was in a bad space. It wasn't that we were ever sick very often. It was just that I realized there was more to life. There was more possibilities. There was more different things that we could have going on in our life. And so we got 100% behind the Lifelong Vitality product and the oils and doing all of the different things. And so I haven't been really telling very many people that story, because I'm like, I don't want them to think that I'm super business savvy, which I am, but that's why I started Lifelong Vitality. It was more for that business side. And then I started to realize it. And so I know that there might be some of you out there and I run into this all the time. I usually either have two groups. I have somebody they've got a lot of stuff going on, and they're looking for options, and they're seeking options, and they're ready to embrace. And then I've got another camp out there, is that they are seeking options and they're looking for options, but they've tried so many options that they're skeptical to try one more thing that's promising them something. And then I have the camp that's like, you know what, we're good. We have vitality. We eat really well, and we've got everything we need, and we don't need anything else. And so hopefully we'll get through some of that tonight, and we'll debunk some of those myths around why we need to have some of these products in our home. And so tonight I'm going to be focusing in on what we call the Healthy Habits Kit from doTERRA. This is an amazing kit that's 20% off right now. You can get it 20% off if you already have a doTERRA account. If you don't have a doTERRA account, you can enroll with it, and it's an amazing way to get started in your vitality, because I know I got a lot of you out there that haven't embraced oils yet. And so we're going to take a sneak peek in this. I'm only going to talk for about 20 minutes, and I'm here to answer your questions. So like I said, if you're on the Zoom, pop it in the chat. If you're in any of the Facebook feeds, go ahead and pop it into the Facebook feed, and we'll get you going on everything, and I'll hopefully get your questions answered. If I don't get them answered live, I will go back and I will reply to them via text. I'm also going to be sending this link out to my email subscriber list. So I want to make sure all of this information gets out to as many people as possible. So I hope you like tonight, and I hope all my audio and my video is going well, because if this is something that works, I'm going to be doing a lot more of it. And so let's talk about Lifelong Vitality, we're going to dive into digestive enzymes, which are these little gems right here, Terrazyme. We're going to dive into probiotics and 5 of my favorite oils, okay? And that's what we're going to dive into tonight. And by the end of the night, you're going to have a super simple plan on what you can do to create more vitality in your life. I've been doing this gig now for about 7 years, and I've got several thousand on my team. And what I find the most is when I'm working with people and I'm talking to people is they're exhausted. They're not sleeping very well. Maybe they need something for their skin, their hair, their nails. They've tried other things. Maybe they've got chronic pain going on. Maybe they've got inflammation. Maybe they've got swelling and bloated like in your fingers and stuff. I was just talking to somebody today. Maybe you always have anxious feelings. Maybe you always have anxious stuff going on in your life. There's just something is going on and you can't quite put your finger on it. And so I almost always 100% of the time start people with what I'm going to talk to you about tonight. And that's why I decided to do this little chat, because I want you to have more vitality in your life. I want you to know what it's like to be fully alive. And I know when I started in on this and I started to see these things, it started when I started using the essential oils and I started using some more of these products. I didn't realize it at the time, but I was actually starting to wake up. And so if you follow along with a lot of what I do, you're also realizing that I might talk a lot about energy, and I talk about transformation, and I'm also an intuitive healer. I would not be where I'm at today. I would not understand my gifts. I would not be able to use my gifts. I would not be able to do any of that if I wouldn't have started with this product. Okay. That's why it's so important to me. Because a lot of us, we want transformation and we want to wake up and we want to feel better. We want to have our emotions in check and all of these different things. And what we don't realize is that's not about always just going to an energy healer and snapping your fingers and getting your chakras aligned and all that good kind of stuff. It's all good, but there's multiple parts to it. It's about eating right and putting the right foods in our body. It's about getting movement every day. It's about drinking enough water. It's about getting enough rest. It's about all of those different things. And it's a combination of all those things that are going to help you rise up. It's going to help you go from the frequency of the vibration of where you're at to where you want to be. And the higher level that you get, the higher you go in that chart, you're going to be, the higher you're going to feel, the better you're going to feel, and the more you're going to do all those things. Oh, we've got an empath collect an imprint. Yeah, that was me. I didn't realize it, but that was me at the time. Keep following along. And I am going to mention right now, tonight, I'm going to focus in on these, but in 2 weeks, I'm going to be doing one of these chats on energy and essential oils. And so we'll really get into the empath stuff and the frequency and the vibration and all that fun kind of stuff. And if you're in the Des Moines area, I'm going to be doing it live. So, all right, so let's dive in. This is, okay, here's the reality. Here's the truth bomb. I like to truth bomb people, is that you don't, it does not matter if you are eating 100% correctly, okay? You could be drinking green juices every day. You could be vegan. You could be vegetarian. You could be paleo. You could be whatever program works for you. You could be any of those things. But no matter how clean you're eating, you cannot get all the nutrients your body actually needs unless you are supplementing in some way. Okay. And that's because our soils are different now. We've got other things going on. We've got soils. We've got, a lot of us aren't eating vine ripened, tree ripened fruit. I mean, I live in Iowa right now. I don't know, we got any vine ripened, tree ripened food except maybe some asparagus, and it's not even strawberries. And so what is going on is that we need to supplement. Okay. Bottom line is that, and most of us aren't actually getting that kind of a diet. We've got life, and wherever you're at with that, you are okay. It's going to be a journey. I don't have a magic bean. I don't have a magic pill that you can take once and it's, all your problems are going to go magically disappear. It doesn't work like that. But what this Lifelong Vitality does is it fills in those cracks. So our body is going to be like a piece of Swiss cheese. It's got all these holes in it, or a puzzle is a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle, and we have to find all the pieces to be able for the body to do what it likes to do. And that's like, it likes to dance, it likes to flow, it likes movement, it likes all these different things. And when we give our body those things, it's like supercharged, and it functions, and it's got the vitality that we need, and we don't have as much disease, and we don't have as much anything else. And so this is going to be the foundation. This is what most people are missing. And so it's 3 different sets. Okay, we've got our Alpha CRS. This is going to be our high-powered antioxidants. It's our cellular vitality, because we got to make sure the cells are dancing and the cells are happy. So this is going to be your CoQ10s, your ginkgos, your all of those good things, your turmerics, all of those really fun things that you're probably taking in different things, pomegranate fruit, all of those. It's all in this capsule called Alpha CRS. And then the rest of it is MicroPlex VMD. This is going to be like your regular multivitamin. A one a day isn't going to cut it. Okay. Do you eat food once a day? No, you eat food multiple times a day, so you can't get all those missing nutrients in one a day pill. Okay. So the MicroPlex is going to be all of those food nutrient complexes that you got for yourself. And then we've got the Z omegas, and this is our vitamin D and E. It's got plant, marine-based, all the fun omegas that our body becomes alive with. Because a lot of us, even if we're eating, we're high in certain omegas and we're low in others, and we need a balance of all of them. And so what this does is it starts to fill in those missing links. Now, some people might need a little extra something else, but for the majority of the population, over 90% of the population, this is going to be that base of all you need, okay? And the cool part about this that makes these supplements a little bit different is that, it's getting out, the word's getting out on the street more and more on the market that we need this supplementation. It's not a new thing for us to realize that we need these extra supplements, and we need different things for our body. But because of that, the industry has become pretty oversaturated, and not all supplements are created equal, and not all supplements on the market are going to give you the same benefits. Okay. There's also something when you're looking at supplements called the bioavailability. Okay. And the bioavailability is the body's ability to absorb the nutrients that are actually in the supplement. Okay. And so I have a pharmacist on my team and several others that have looked at this, and a lot of the bioavailability of a lot of the supplements that you're going to find at the big box retailers and the health food stores and things like that, they don't have the bioavailability, right? They have like the 10-15%. And so that's why you're going to see them supercharged. That's why they need to have, excess of what our body actually needs, because for our body to actually absorb and be able to utilize, they have to put the high powered amounts in them. Okay. And so really when you take those, guess what? Your sewer system is benefiting more. Yes. Oh, somebody said to the right. Sorry, I forgot. Remember, this is my first time. I'm like a Instagram, Facebook virgin over here trying to do it all. So yes. So this is the Alpha CRS. This is the MicroPlex VMZ. Okay, and then this is our Z Omega. Okay, so, all right, so we've got these things and we need to do this dance. And so the cool part is, if you're new to essential oils, when you're using essential oils are really cool because they actually can go into the cell. They can penetrate the cell membrane and they can get into the cell. And guess what happens in the cell? That's where disease is rooted. That's where damaged DNA is located. It's all inside the cell. So, but our body, because our body is created in such a magnificent way, our body is created so that most substances, most things can't actually penetrate cell membrane because they're synthetic. Okay, there are, and usually, and then if they can, there's a lot of side effects to them. So that's the really cool thing when you're using doTERRA, is that our essential oils are so supercharged, they're so pure that they can go right through that cell membrane and they can get into wherever all the activity's at. And so that's why we experience such amazing benefits of using essential oils. Now, remember, not all essential oils are created equally either. It's kind of a corrupt industry, and there's a lot of icky essential oils out there. And so that's why with supplements or with essential oils, you got to find a company you know, love, and trust. okay? You have to find a company that you can align with, where you know you can get answers, where you can stand behind them. And so that's what I did with doTERRA, because I get confused just going to the health food store. Maybe I want a little item, extra vitamin D or something like that in the summer. I want some extra stuff, okay? So, and I get confused. So I get everything from doTERRA because I know I'm not going to be confused. So what happens when we've got the cool essential oils, the essential oils are in these supplements. So what happens? Our body absorbs them a little bit differently, all right? So the nutrients can actually get into the cells to do the dance, as well as everything else that's going on, okay? So a lot of really fun benefits to these three combos, and they all work in synergy together. So you're not gonna just wanna take one or the other. Work with them together because of the synergy they have. Got it? All right, and then infused, so good. And so the bioavailability of these is upwards of the 80 to 90%. Now, there's not an exact number on bioavailability for any supplement. So if a company tells you there is, they're wrong, because every body is created different and every body is going to absorb differently into their body, okay? So we can never say for sure, like it's going to be 50, 90, whatever, but it's a lot higher. It's 3 times more bioavailability in these than it is in anything else, okay? So what are people noticing when they take these? Less chronic pain, less inflammation, better energy, and because you have better energy during the day, you might be able to sleep better at night. A lot of balanced moods and emotions. So if you've got a roller coaster of emotions going on, you can kind of turn it into the lazy river with these, okay? We've had a lot of women that with fertility, right, that have had some great results with that. The list goes on and on and on. It's for people of all ages that are experiencing this. It's not just one or the other. It's people of all ages. But just think, if you have a missing piece of the puzzle, you can see the entire puzzle, right? But if you are only have like half of the pieces, because you know some of us are living in such a chronic state that we might only be seeing half of the pieces of the puzzle. Can you see the actual picture? No, you can't. You got to have the whole picture. And so this is going to be that foundation of health. These have a 30-day money back guarantee. Amazing. And when you get started this month, if you don't have a doTERRA account, you get started this month. In June, you can get it, you order again and you get these absolutely free. So it's a really, really cool thing. 30 days, no money back guarantee. What do you have to lose? 30 days. That's it. Do you want to feel better? I want to feel better. Also, what I've noticed too is skin, hair, nails, all of those different things. It's a picture, it's a full picture of health. Okay. All right. So now we're going to go into digestive enzymes. Okay. So, my favorite topics here. So we've got Terrazyme, okay, and this is also going to come in the Healthy Habits Kit. This is what it looks like. It's a digestive enzyme. I'm going to put it over here in my Insta friends. Okay, so we've got a digestive enzyme. And what this does is it helps our body break down our foods, okay? So when we eat food and we start to chew it, it goes down into our little tummy, our food is supposed to turn into a liquid state, kind of like water, okay? And the reason for that is that as it goes down through the digestive system, the digestive tract, we want it to be in that liquid state. So our intestinal tract has these like little fingers on the sides, looks like a big giant worm down there. And so what happens is those microvilli can actually reach out and grab the nutrients out of our food and then absorb it so that our body can utilize the nutrients, okay? And so what happens though when we eat foods that are not whole, vine ripened, tree ripened, all of those things, or we eat processed food, our body can't properly digest that to turn it into a liquid state, okay? The only place you can actually get digestive enzymes are from whole, vine ripened, tree ripened, raw food, okay? Most of us aren't getting that every single time we eat, so we need a little bit of extra help, okay? And so taking a digestive enzyme is really important. It's going to actually turn that into liquid and it's going to help go down through the intestinal tract, okay? The other part of the piece is that our body does have metabolic enzymes. That's what controls our metabolism, our body's ability to digest the food a little bit more effectively, all different things for these metabolic enzymes. But the reality is our body stops producing those around the age of 30, okay? So around the age of 30, that's when it starts to become harder to lose weight and that kind of thing, because our metabolic enzymes that controls our metabolism and helps give our metabolism a boost, they're non-existent. And so if they're non-existent or they're starting to deplete, we don't have them. And what also happens is if we're not eating, like if we've got a store of them, right, our bodies are meant so that if we have a stash of them, at the age of 30, they should last the rest of our life. But what happens is if we're not taking the digestive enzymes and we're not eating the foods that are good for our bodies, is that the body starts to take those metabolic enzymes to try to digest our food. And so it just ends up not working the way it's supposed to work. And so what happens is we get chunks of food like stuck in our GI tract. Okay, so if you've got tummy issues, if you're not pooping right, if you're not eliminating in the proper way, if you have heartburn, if you have all those different things, it's just a blockage in the GI tract. It needs to flow through us. Okay, and that's just because it's getting stuck in there. And what happens when it gets stuck and those larger pieces get stuck, it starts to turn toxic. And when it starts to turn toxic, we get inflammation. When we get inflammation, it just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. Okay, got it? All right, so what you do with this Terrazyme is it's going to help your body break down those foods that your body has trouble breaking down. So I actually take these, I like to take these with my food, and I had gotten a little bit lax on it, and then I just went to a training and I was reminded again of the importance of the digestive enzymes. And so I've been doing them a lot more lately. And I can tell a difference. I can tell a difference with how I feel after I eat. I don't feel bloated. I don't feel quite as like overly full type thing. And so one of these, and I mean, if I'm eating a heavier meal, I'm going to take a couple of them with my food. I also like to start my day off with these on an empty tummy, because there are some studies that show that maybe doing that is actually going to help you boost your metabolic enzymes again. So I love the Terrazyme, really helps break down the food. So take it when you eat, okay? Every time you eat, okay? Now we've got our PB Assist. These are probiotics you hear on the news. Use your probiotics. All of the yogurt companies are advertising the probiotics, all those different things. And so probiotics are really important for not only gut health, and if you've got leaky gut or some of those things are going to support you in, all of those different things that are going on in the tummy. So if you got a tummy issue, these are what you're going to want to take. And I'm just going to open this one right now. And so having the right amount of probiotics in our system is also really great for our immune support and our immune health, okay? Our immune system is really in our digestive system. And so in the winter, if you're getting sick, if you're getting a lot of colds and coughs and things like that, you want to support your immune system. And one of the most powerful ways we can do that, it's not with vitamin C, vitamin D, those are all important, but it's actually with our gut health, with increasing our probiotics, okay? And so the cool part of this is that most probiotics, I'm going to hold that up there for you and over here. A lot of probiotics are actually, by the time you actually eat them, or by the time you actually take them, the effectiveness of the probiotic has gone away. Okay, so if you get them at the regular health food store or even on a big box retailer store with probiotics, is that it might say 6 billion CFUs. And then if you read really small under that, it's going to say at the time of packaging. Well, how long has it been sitting on that shelf? So that's why you're going to see in a lot of the health food stores, your probiotics are going to be stored in the refrigerator, because that's what they can do to keep those cultures live and active. Okay. The cool part about doTERRA's is that it's a capsule within a capsule. And so there's actually stuff in there feeding the little probiotics, and they do not actually release and activate until they hit your GI system exactly where they need to be. It's pretty cool technology. And so PB Assist is really going to be great for that. You can take it as part of the Healthy Habits Challenge. I would recommend taking one of these every single night before you go to bed. You could either, if you do have a lot of digestive health stuff going on, you could even pair it with a Terrazyme before you went to bed. You could do one of each. That's actually what I do quite often. Give my tummy some reset time. So I've got these, a little combo, little reset time as we're going overnight while we're sleeping and we're supporting ourselves. Okay. All right. So that's what we've got for that base of immune support, things like that. And that's actually really, really important when I know I had some people on here talking about being an empath. That's actually really important as that, because you want to stay strong. You want your immune system to stay supported. And so whether it is for vitality in energy wise, physical energy or emotional or spiritual energy, it's all the same. It's all tied together, and you can't have one without the other. And so this combo is so good. All right. So let's move on. I want to highlight 4 or 6 more things real quick, and then we'll wrap it up for tonight. The next one is we want to get out and move. Moving our body is so good for so many different reasons. We can release cortisol. We're helping with our stress management. We're moving energy and motion. We're getting our bodies moving and moving stagnation that we have going on. It just helps us in so many different ways. But some of us, we might have aches and pains when we're out working out or gardening this time of year or whatever that looks like. And so we want you to have more vitality to be able to get out and about. And so part of the Healthy Habits Kit is this Deep Blue Rub. And the Deep Blue Rub is your muscle relief rub. So you can use this for head tension. You can use it for menstrual cramps, things like that. You can use it for after a workout, after gardening, after being outside, after baseball, all these different ways. Okay. And so the other part I'm going to talk to you about this is that this is amazing. I use essential oils a lot. This is amazing to just rub on the tops of your shoulders to help you surrender, to help you release, to help you go through all the different fun things on the emotional level too. So Deep Blue Rub is in that, and that is amazing by itself right there. Okay, so now we've got 4 different oils that we can use in this little kit, and I love them. They're 5. They're 5 of our most popular oils that we have, and I'm just going to go through them how I would use them throughout my day, and then give you a couple of little tips on essential oils. Okay, and remember, essential oils, they have a frequency, they have a vibration, so when we're using them, we're going to help us to release emotions and get ourselves up there. And so, okay, so when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the lemon. So this is lemon oil. I use it throughout the day. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take the lemon and you're going to put it in your water, and you can take a Terrazyme with that. You could take your probiotics in the morning, but you want to start your day with hydration. So before you drink your coffee, I know this is hard. I'm still not great at it every single day. Take some lemon, put it in your water, drink some water, get yourself rehydrated for the day. Lemon in your water throughout the day. I would recommend probably about 10 drops per day. I'll put this over here for you guys to see. 10 drops per day of the lemon in your water throughout the day. That's not per glass, but that's throughout the day. Also, for that vitality, upping the amount of water you drink, probably 80 to 100 ounces is what you're going to aim for every single day, especially now that we're getting into the summer months. I also recommend putting it in a glass or a stainless steel. You want to do that with your citrus oils because the citrus oils, the benefit of drinking them in your water is that it's helping break down the petrochemicals that have built up, and it starts to actually just helps gently cleanse and detox out. Okay. And so glass or stainless steel, because if you put it in plastic, it's doing the exact same thing it was doing before. Okay. So glass or stainless steel, lemon in my water. Throughout the day, I'm going to be adding it to the water. I also like to put it in the diffuser in the house. I clean my sinks with it in the evenings. Lots of different things that you can do with your lemon oil. Okay. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I take a drop of frankincense. So frankincense, this is the king of oils. This is really amazing for brain health, anything going on in the brain. I like to put it right there on the crown of my head because it's one of the fastest ways to get it into the inner workings of our brain. Just really help with that cell health. You can also use it on your skin. You can use it, you could put a drop under your tongue, like that. A quick drop under your tongue. It's going to help with inflammation. Root cause of a lot of what we have going on in our body is just our bodies are inflamed and they can't do the dance that they need to. And so by putting frankincense in your body every day, it's going to help with that inflammation, which helps with pain management, chronic pain, all of those different things. And so using that frankincense daily, whether it's on the top of your head, under your tongue, on the bottoms of your feet is another great place to put it. All of those ways are really great ways to use your frankincense. Okay, so we got just a couple more oils and then we'll wrap it up. On Guard, immune support. This is amazing for immune support and blocking, protecting ourselves. So think of anything you need to protect your energy, your immune system, whatever. This is going to boost our immune system. And so On Guard, again, you can put this under your tongue. You can put it in your water. You can rub it on the bottoms of your feet. Those are some of my favorite places. Maybe you're just going to put it on the back of your neck, wherever. Okay. The cool thing about with essential oils, as long as you don't get them in your eyes, up your nose, or in your ears, you're good to go. Okay. Those places just aren't ideal places to put them, but listen to your body, listen to your intuition of where you're going to put them. Okay. All right. So 2 more. We've got lavender. Yeah. Lavender right there. Okay, so lavender is one that we're going to use for that resting, stress, relaxing ourselves. And so we want to have vitality during the day, but to have vitality during the day, we also want to sleep at night. And so we are going to use lavender. It kind of helps us relax, sleep. This is a great one also this time of year if you're out in the sun, getting the sunburn or something like that. Lavender is a great one to have in your little arsenal. All right, so the last one, and it's probably one of my favorites that we're going to chat about, is Balance. And this is a grounding blend. And so this is one that's going to just help you feel calm and relaxed. A lot of times our health can get in an icky state because we just have too much stress going on in our bodies in a constant state of fight or flight, and we need to be able to relax it. And so Balance is one of those oils that just almost instantly grounds you. So you can rub it on your hands. You can smell it like that. That's what I'm going to use first thing in the morning. I like to rub it on the backs of my neck, the bottoms of my feet. Again, it's wherever you feel that you need it, okay? And so here is Balance. All right. So that's what we got for the Healthy Habits Kit tonight. This is where the vitality comes from. This is some of my favorite products. These are the products I've been using. These are all the Lifelong Vitality, okay, the Terrazyme and the PV Assist, the Deep Blue Rub, and the 5 oils, the lavender, the Balance, the On Guard, the frankincense, and the lemon. These are products I've had in my home for 7 years. If I didn't have them all the first month that I got started, they were in there shortly after, and they're still products that I use almost every single day in my home. I've got 3 little boys. I'm using them on them. I'm using them on myself. I'm using them on all the different things, and I really can't imagine my life without them. Okay, so if you're watching tonight, whether you have chronic pain, maybe you've had these oils in your home for a while and you've never really given the other products a chance, I'm telling you, you can have vitality. It is an option for you. And when you have vitality, you start to see that you have options in so many other areas of your life. Okay, so it's not just we're not supposed to feel like crap every day. It's time to let yourself rise up, to open up to the possibilities, to wake up to the version of you that you've been waiting to wake up to. Okay. And so if you're joining me tonight and you already have doTERRA in your home, go pop into your account, order one of these kits, $148 for this entire kit if you're already a wholesale account member. Okay. And if you attend one of the doTERRA Healthy Habits tours, which are all across the nation right now, I will actually be in Ontario, California next week with Dr. Hill talking about all these products and more, and then some. If you go to a Healthy Habits tour, you're going to learn a lot more about this. You'll get a handout on all the things that you're supposed to do with it. $148 if you are already a member. Now, I know I have a lot of people on here. Maybe you don't have essential oils in your life and you're ready for them right now. Okay. You can actually get started with this kit this month for $158. That's going to include your wholesale account. So then you have an account with doTERRA. You can go in and you can order, you can replenish, because this is a 1-month supply. So you're going to want to replenish. And that one is $158. Okay, so you only pay $10 more, and that includes your membership that's usually $35, and it includes all the products. Okay, Also, when you do that this month, and then you order in June, with your June order of 100 PV or about $100 more, you're going to get another full box of these for the month. Okay, so a lot of really great goodness now to get started right now. We also have other kits and packages and options. So if you want to explore more, you can always message me. And I'll help you get started. I'll help you be a guide. If you are working with somebody else already, I ask you to go back to them, because that's what we do in doTERRA. We don't try to take people from anybody else, but you're more than welcome to hop in for the education whenever you want. So just get started. Whatever you're trying to do in your life, you deserve more vitality. And so more vitality, more energy, all the different things. Okay. So make sure you go to magicwithkatie.com and /events. You can check out all the events going on. I'm going to be having a lot more live events. I'm going to be starting a Coffee with Katie, a Monday morning oil chat that you can all pop in for, oils and business tips and whatever. I don't know what we're going to talk about, whatever I feel like talking about that day. So that's going to be coming up. So keep an eye out for that. Everything, again, is on magicwithkatie.com. And if you need any help getting started, make sure to message me. But please just get started. Or if you've got these products already in your home, use them, dust them off, use them. I would love to hear from you more. I love hanging out with you. Thank you so much for hanging out. Instagram, this is going to be up for 24 hours. If you do want this, you want this emailed to you, you can click on the events link in this thing and you can still register for this event. And then you'll go out on my mailing list and you'll get a copy of this probably tomorrow sometime. All right. So it's been fun hanging out with you and chatting tonight. I hope to see you all soon, and I hope to see you all full of vitality and life, because you're honoring yourself and you're taking care of you each and every day. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. And I know I have some comments, so I will.